welcome back to my channel. So you're considering going vegan, but your favorite meal is meatloaf, and there's no way that you can make a vegan version. Wrong. Today I'll show you how to make a vegan version of meatloaf, and it's going to be just as tasty as you're used to. Welcome to my channel. We'll be discussing current events. I'll be offering healthy recipes and tips on how to be a baddie on a budget. Please like, subscribe, and be sure to share. Okay, so again, today we are making vegan meatloaf. I'm using the Beyond Meat. They're plant-based ground beef, no soy. That's what's most important to me with plant-based meat products. I have celery. I'm going to use about 3 stalks of celery. 1 small onion, because it's only a little meat, so 1 small onion should suffice. I have green peppers. I'm going to use half of each. I have, not green peppers, bell peppers. Orange, yellow, and red, just to add some color. I have chickpeas just to add a little texture. And tomato paste. I'm not sure if I need 1 or 2 cans. And I have the egg replacer. When I used to make meatloaf, I would use breadcrumbs, but I'm not going to use any breadcrumbs. I'm going to use this egg replacer. I'm also pairing it with asparagus, which is pretty simple to make, and homemade mashed potatoes. I have the yellow gold potatoes. And I'm going to keep the skin on, so I'm just going to wash and boil the entire potato. I'm going to saute my vegetables. This is about a tablespoon of butter, of course vegan butter. I use Earth Balance, soy-free, vegan, no GMO. And I'm going to just add all my vegetables. Celery. Your food should look like a rainbow, nice and colorful. That's how you know you're on the right track. Okay, so the vegetables are done. We don't use any salt or seasoning. I do use Mrs. Dash. I use the lemon pepper. I'm gonna sprinkle garlic. So I usually use this. I don't use a lot of garlic, but if I do make something fresh, I use this paste because it stays fresh in the refrigerator for a while. And usually I'm going to use about that much. You can use it to your taste. Again, cooking is all personal. Doesn't have to be exact. Okay, so I have the vegetables that are complete. I have the chickpeas here. A lot of vegan recipes use oats. I'm going to use chickpeas because they're a little more flavorful to me and can still give you that texture, maybe like breadcrumbs would have. 1 can of tomato paste and the 2 packages of Beyond Meat. I do have the egg replacer. It's spilled down there, but that's the egg replacer. This particular brand, you can use any brand you like, but this is only for baking or cooking. This is not to make scrambled eggs or anything like that. There is a egg replacer called Just Egg that you can make like omelets and things like that with, but that particular brand you just use for baking or cooking dishes, just to bind your recipe like an egg would usually do. Okay, so I have everything mixed well, and you're gonna use whatever type of dish you like to cook it in. I'm just gonna use this loaf pan to place it in. Okay, so I packed everything in. You know, when my mom used to make meatloaf, she would put it on a cookie sheet and, you know, make it a mound and round it out at the top and everything. But I'm going to just level everything off here, and when it gets done, I'm gonna remove it from the edges of the dish and turn it over and then slice it. So there's no need to do that. If you use this type of pan, then there's no need to do that. And again, it looks similar to how a meatloaf would look. Again, every dish that you make, You really can make vegan your favorite recipe. So use your favorite recipe. Just replace it with the Beyond Meat. It's available at most stores. I know it's available at Whole Foods. If it's not available local to you, you can order from Whole Foods and have it sent, have it shipped to you. Or you can even try Amazon. So I'm going to place it in the oven, 375 degrees for about 30 minutes. You can check on it in about 30 minutes and see if it's browned by then, but about 30 minutes in the oven. In the meantime, I have my potatoes boiling and I'm going to cook my asparagus. Okay, I washed the asparagus, trimmed the edges. I'm just going to saute it in the pan until it's a little soft. You never want your vegetables to be mushy. I just added again a little Mrs. Dash. And I have the butter. When it gets done, I'm going to squeeze a little lemon juice on it. And that's pretty simple. Very easy way to make asparagus. Okay, so as you can see, I boiled the potatoes until they were soft. I don't know what I think I threw my mashed potato thing away because I was eating too many potatoes. So I'll just use the fork. If you do it while they're still hot, you can chop them up pretty simple. I like big chunks, but you can make it as smooth as you like. You can even put them in a blender if you want. And then you're going to add milk. I'm going to use almond milk. I get the unsweetened because I don't want my potatoes to smell like, taste like vanilla. So you add milk a little at a time. And then add some butter, add your garlic, some seasoning. I'm not going to do it step by step. You know, it's pretty simple. Okay, so I just got it out the oven. I let it cook 35 minutes was the total. And as you can see, it's brown. It's pretty well together. Pretty firm, just like a regular meatloaf. And I'm going to plate everything and let you guys see how it looks. Okay, so we are all done. We have the mashed potatoes, homemade mashed potatoes, asparagus, and the meatloaf. If your meat looks a little red when it comes out, do not worry. Like, again, it's plant-based meat. It is done. It just needs to warm up. So, I don't like my meatloaf to be hard, so I just cooked it about 35 minutes again. The asparagus, I just sauteed it in the skillet for about 8 minutes or so. Yeah, about 8 minutes or so. And the potatoes, they just need to boil, so it depends on how many you make. I was able to make a large pot. I used the entire bag of the gold potatoes. I left the skin on, added a little milk, butter, and garlic. Thanks for watching, and if you want to see more healthy recipes, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell. If you have any suggestions that you'd like me to try, comment below.